Hey everyone, welcome to the last favorites of the year. I get so excited about favorites that sometimes I get so into what I'm saying that I forget to mention things, which happened last month. So this time I've written everything out, gathered all my stuff, and if you see me looking down, I'm referring to my list so I don't forget anything because I have so many amazing things I want to tell you about. And we're going to start with beauty because I think that's where most of us are the most interested. This month, I was introduced to the brand, the store, Blue Mercury. Never heard of it before. Many of you know I had a meetup there. I had a private party with my girlfriends there, and I fell in love. So they carry a ton of high-end beauty brands. Like I think I mentioned before, it's sort of like if Sephora and Neiman Marcus or Barney's had a baby, this would be Blue Mercury because they carry brands like, like Clinique or Living Proof that are, more reasonable, let's say. And then they have like La Mer and Chantecaille. So they have luxury brands. They have mid-level department store brands. Anyway, they also have an in-house skincare line and an in-house makeup line. And I have fallen in love with some of their makeup, so I want to tell you about it. The first that I've mentioned, I think before, and if not, forgive me, are their concealers. They are the Hydra Bright concealers, and I actually have two of them because I use the lighter one for under my eyes, and I use the next lightest shade up, or the next darkest shade up, I should say, for any facial blemishes or imperfections. So under my eyes, I use Ivory, and on my face, I use Fair. And also under my eyes is another favorite. It is their Real Glow Under Eye Brightener. So it is very pink in undertone, and it does come in other shades. It is very reminiscent of the MAC Prep and Prime in Radiant Rose that is my beloved under eye corrector brightener until this one showed up. I'll be 46 at the end of March, and I'm noticing a little more lines, a little more fine lines, crepiness going on underneath my eyes. I still need a corrector, and what I like about this just a tad bit more than the MAC Prep and Prime is it's a little lighter in formulation. So it's not that the MAC Prep and Prime is thick, but this is even thinner. So I put this on first and then follow up with the concealer. So I wanted to share that too because that's been my go-to for most of the month. And then the last Lune+Aster makeup that it's the most recent acquisition is their Baked Bronzer, and it is in the shade Necker Island, and it has a slight, very slight, you can't see it here, very slight sheen. And I had actually had on my wish list the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in, is it Nude Light? And I swatched both of them in the store and tried them both on in the store. And the Hourglass ran a little too orange on me, can you believe this? And this one was just perfect. So I really wanted a more luminous bronzer to try out, and I have been loving this one. Now, speaking of bronzers, another one that I picked up is a matte bronzer, and it has a huge following here on YouTube, and I'm just really late to the party. It is the Marc Jacobs, what is this actually called? Omega Bronze Coconut Perfect Tan in Tantastic. I love the packaging, I'm not gonna lie, it's huge. I love how flat it is. I love this mirror, and I love this bronzer. It's great for, I'll do kind of this all over, and then if I want a little more luminosity, I'll actually layer the Lune+Aster one over certain, like the high points of my face. This is also great for in your crease. And if you're traveling or you're just doing your makeup right here, this mirror is insane. Love this. I also want to talk about my favorite lips and my favorite lip combination this month. Cleaning out some purses and moving things around, and I found an old favorite that I want to mention again. It's the Estee Lauder Pure Envy lipstick in the shade Impulsive. I mean, love the magnetic top. It's not heavy, but it feels heavy. And then Impulsive is what I have on right now. It's just the perfect light, medium, warm pink, like everyday wearable pink, not bubblegum pink. But I have been topping it with the newest Fenty Gloss Bomb. I liked the original. It has more brown undertones. I'm more of a pink girl, so I am really loving this newest one. It's called Fussy. There's nothing fussy about it. It's just a beautiful, still very muted rosy pink, and I have been layering it on top. Oh, it smells so good, and it's really pretty just on its own on your lips, and you can layer it over any kind of pink to warm it. It's so pretty. If you haven't tried any of the Fenty Gloss Bombs and you are more of a pink person, you gotta try it. It's beautiful. In December, I did a sponsored blog post with Bloomingdale's featuring the Eileen Fisher collection, specifically a dress that I picked out. And it is December, and I am not the most tan person to begin with, but in December there's no tan. Any hint of color you see on me is one of these bronzers. So I didn't want to wear hose or tights for this look, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I do with my legs? Well, Charlotte Tilbury sent me a huge PR package, huge. I'll insert a picture of the stocking so you can see it was filled with goodies that I am still playing with. But one that I reached for it's a little sample size. It's the Supermodel Body. And I mean, if it did exactly what it said it did, I would get it in a giant lotion size and smear it on my entire body. So it doesn't make anything disappear, but it does make things look visibly slimmer with shimmer, shape, hydrate, and glow. I will show you a picture. My legs look much thinner than they actually are. Just saying. So I don't know what magical properties are in this little tube, but I will go through this and then I will be buying the full size. This just amazing. And you can use it all over, like probably not your face, but neck down. I think we're going to see a lot more of this come summertime. Speaking of body lotion, and on a completely different price point, is this. This is from Neutrogena. They actually sent me this collection June, July time maybe, and I just haven't talked about it. I don't use a lot of moisturizers in the summer because I'm sweaty and greasy enough, but when you live in San Antonio, it's pretty warm here. You don't really want to moisturize your body. But this is what I've been reaching for pretty much every time I get out of the shower or bath, and it's the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Body Gel Cream. They make a bunch of other body products in this line. They make a body butter, hand lotion. Those are all good, but this is amazing. It has hyaluronic acid. This is for normal to dry skin. There's also an unscented version, although the scent is very subtle. Yeah, it's just a clean, fresh scent. And what I love about this, it's incredibly moisturizing, but it's absorbed like that. And there's no greasiness. So, you get out of the shower or bath and it's cold. And I want to get into my pajamas as fast as physically possible, but I have to moisturize first. So this allows me to do that and then pull on my pajama leggings, my pajama bottoms, what have you, without it clinging and getting all, you know what I'm talking about. It's just not a pleasant feeling. Love this. So if you've not tried anything from this line, give this a look. Since we are on the topic of baths all of a sudden, my sweet friend Christopher Allen here on YouTube, I'll link his channel below and somewhere around here. I love everything, all the gifts, but the standout and that I've been using over and I mean, it's halfway gone already, are these Himalayan bath salts. They're by the brand Herbivore and it's called their Calm. Oh, I still don't remember how to pronounce this. I think it's ylang ylang and vanilla soaking salts. I shower, but I've been in the bath probably twice a week. I love taking baths in winter. It just warms me up before I get into bed. You can just soak in these straight up, or you can add your favorite bubble bath. These do blend particularly well with the Laura Mercier Amber Vanilla scent. Just want to tell you that. It's just such a calming, soothing scent. I love scent. Okay, that's my thing. And I just love these, and you do totally chill. The first time I used these, I sat in the bath for an hour. An hour. That is a very long time to sit in a bathtub. I did have to replenish the hot water occasionally. Did turn into a prune. But if you need a little de-stressor, go check these out. I want to talk about this brush. This brush is dirty because I used it. This is the Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease Brush. It is just, if you have little eyeballs, it is the perfect crease brush. It's sort of like a blend of the MAC 217 and the MAC 224. It's fluffier and rounder than the 217. There's no flat part to it, but it comes to a point more so than the 224, and it's just small enough to get all in here and do your thing. I love this. I'm really digging the Zoeva brushes. This one is a standout. As far as the clothing and accessories go, I just want to mention my new love for sweaters. This is one that I'm just loving sweaters. So this is one from the brand BP, very affordable. I picked this up on sale. I think it was under $30. And then the other one that I got that I'm trying to add more color into my life is I wore it to my meetup. It's the Blank NYC Buffalo Check, I think is what it's called, cardigan. Of course, I bought it full price and then it promptly went on sale the next week. So as I'm filming this, it's 40% off. It is so fun to wear. It's pretty versatile. I've paired it with kind of like skinny pants, but you can wear it over leggings. You can wear it belted. There's a lot of ways to wear it. I'm a huge fan of this and I love the red and purple. I think it's so fun. It also comes in black and white if that's more your speed, but I'm really enjoying the color. And now on to the random portion of my favorites. This was supposed to be a favorite for November and I got so excited about everything that I completely forgot. So you've probably heard me mention, if you watched my vlogs when I was still doing that regularly, there was an Instagram account that Michael and I both follow. It's Paleo Bren, and she focuses on cooking and recipes, and we would always comment, oh, is this a Paleo Bren approved recipe or meal? But she's actually also an author, a published author, and I'm so excited, and I want to just share this with all of you. Her real name is Brenda Baker, and she published this children's book called Oddly Colorful, and it is so wonderful. And for those of you who don't know, my first job out of graduate school was I'm a reading specialist, so for elementary school. So I have a soft spot for children's books, any kind of books really, but anything that encourages a child to read and makes them feel better about themselves at the same time, I have to talk to you about. So basically the premise is there's the main character is a little boy named Darren who's just a little bit different than everyone else. Let's just say he's oddly colorful, and he loves that, and he's fine with that. And then a little girl moves in either across the street or next door, and she's oddly colorful too. And it's just such a great premise, and it's positive and it's uplifting, and mine is autographed. But it is available, there it is. But it is available on Amazon, and I will link that below. Congratulations to Brenda. I am just so proud of you and so thrilled that you wanted to share it with me, so thank you. Okay, now on with the rest of the randomness. So we had a Secret Santa exchange with my little mom group this month, and I got the best present. I couldn't find this exact one, but I have linked one that got the most popular ratings on Amazon. This is an essential oil diffuser. Let me insert a picture of it at work. I've never used one of these things before. I always thought it was kind of hokey, I will admit, and like maybe a trend or a fad. But I have had the worst time sleeping. I fall asleep just fine, but I wake up in the middle of the night. I've tried melatonin. I've tried everything, okay? So my friend gave me this, and she gave me lavender essential oil and lemongrass, which is my favorite scent. I haven't even touched the lemongrass. The first night I got this, I put in my drops of lavender, plugged the sucker in, out like a light, and slept like a baby for the first time in months. And I have been using this every night since. And it is, I mean, I haven't even done any of those magical blends to help you sleep, just straight up lavender oil. And how I do it is this one lights up and cycles through different colors. So I get in bed, I get it started, I turn the light function on, I sit and read for a little bit. And then when I'm ready to turn the lights off and go to sleep, I push the button on here again, and it keeps the diffuser running, but it turns off the lights. And then it has an auto shut off. So while I'm in dreamland, it turns itself off. I love this thing. This right here, there's a lot going on here. This is a giant desk planner from Erin Condren, and I'm sort of annoyed with myself, but very excited. I ordered this months ago and didn't touch it because I didn't think it started till January. In fact, it started, I think, in September. So I just started using it, and yes, I have a planner, and I have another planner in the kitchen for like the family, but I am a little bit ADD, I'm thinking. I'm going to give myself the self-diagnosis. And I need things written down in multiple places or just... So this has helped me, again, also with the big picture. It's not like I write every single thing down, but appointments, things I have to be at, major events, write it down. It also has a nice little checklist over here. As you can see, I'm working my way through it. It's just great. And it also comes with lots of stickers, and I like the metallic version. I think it's really pretty. The TV show that has taken my family by storm is Dirty John on Bravo. It's kind of a true crime. No, it is a true crime sort of show. And Michael and I are addicted, and we are watching it week by week. And it's based on a true story, and it's unbelievable. And if you haven't watched it, you need to go see that one. And then the other thing I'm really excited about is, this is silly, but for anyone watching that this might be helpful, how to make transparent backgrounds. So you can do like images superimposed on stuff, like if I want to put products lying around and floating on my thumbnail. I finally figured out how to do it because I watched an amazing YouTube tutorial by one of the best teachers on the internet, and I cannot remember her name, but I will link the video and her channel below. Her voice is so soothing. She walks you through. She's so good. She's just fabulous. Let's blow up her channel and give her some love, because I followed her, how to make backgrounds transparent and how to do a new end slate for YouTube, and it just totally spoke to the way I learn. Loved it. So that's below. And then I just want to end with two highlights. The first highlight was I was invited to attend the Paula Abdul, I guess you'd call it a concert. It was more than a concert. It was amazing. And I was actually asked to come backstage and meet her, which I was not expecting. I thought we were going to a meet and greet, like with a bunch of people, not me and one other woman backstage alone with her in her dressing room. I mean, it was insane. So that was definitely a highlight. She is the most positive person I've ever met in my life, and easily the smallest. Perfect, just like a little doll. Just radiates joy and love. And I actually cried during Tears of Joy during her performance. It was just amazing. If you get a chance to catch her on tour in 2019, do not pass that up. And then, of course, the big highlight for December was that Jake came home for winter break, and it's always good to have a full house with all my babies under one roof. So even though it won't last for much longer, it's good to have him around for a little bit. It makes this mom's heart happy. So those are my favorites for December 2018. I hope all of you had an amazing, wonderful 2018, but I hope that was a drop in the bucket compared to what's coming for all of us in 2019. I am so excited. Big changes in my family, all positives, we hope. Thank you to all of you who have made my year so much extra special. I appreciate all the love and support that you have given me. I have big plans for fun stuff to watch in 2019, so please make sure you are subscribed. And thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year, everyone. Celebrate your little hearts out. Please do it safely. I want to see all of you back here January 1st. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next year. Bye.